feelings about marketing and purchasing decisions, and neural correlates of behavior preference for cultural familiar drinks. This is what we were talking about, Pepsi and Coca-Cola challenge. So there are a number of articles being published in neuromarketing. And also, I forgot to tell that we prepared this presentation and paper with Diren, and we are one of the academics of working on this field intensively. So basically, the bond between the brand and brand's target market is something like the bond between the baby and unborn baby and the mother. If you can't really identify the connection, if you can't really establish the connection, emotional connection with your target market, it means like you're not really attracting them. It means like you're not really moving them. So something like if you break this bond between the baby and the mother, whatever the mother eats won't really go to the baby. So whatever, if you can't really find and establish the emotional bond with the customer, your advertisements will not really touch your audiences. So we're going to talk about the brands, and we're going to see what people really see on the logo. So logo is really critical, and it is the symbolic identification of what they feel about your brand. So creating brand equity is a long and difficult process, and of course the created equity is identified with the logo. So whatever you do in advertising, whatever you do in marketing communications, the identification of the logo is critical. So we will see if the people see the emblem of the logo or not. So this is a little video. I will show you, instead of talking about the methodology, I'll try to show what we do. This is the EEG, and this is the advertisement that the people watch, and we connect people's brain waves and try to see the reaction for every second. So we can analyze second by second what people feel about the advertisement. This is really a fast method. EEG is a fast method because you can get more than 128 signals every second, versus fMRI gets only information from the brain for 2 seconds, every second. So this is what we really do, and I will show the result so that you can really see what's going on, what the customers get. So the white line is the attention curve, and the green line, now you see, is the emotional arousal. And we're going to talk about the question previously asked, and please try to see what's going on when the emotion gets higher. And when we ask people, I will tell what answers we get really from them. And the red dots, the red lines are the eyes of the people, eyes of the audiences. You see this? So we'll talk about this in a minute, okay? And this one, you see the emotional arousal increases all of a sudden. And when you go, for validation, when you go online and check for the results, this scene is the scene that talked about in social media a lot. So you can model what's going to be told or what the people will mention in the future before even the ad is published, so that you can optimize your advertising. Okay, so the thing is, this advertisement test was conducted with 24 volunteers in Turkey and Azerbaijan, and we published this research in Brazil 4 months ago. and we see the differences, the cultural difference, the effect of cultural differences on emotions in two different countries. Exactly the same advertisement in Azerbaijan and in Turkey. So it was also attractive paper, but in this research that I will mention now was 9 advertisements measured with EEG technique. And along with the EEG, there was eye tracking measurement conducted so that you can see where the people look exactly in the field. So it doesn't necessarily mean that whatever you show, whatever you hope that the people will see, is really being seen by people that watch the film. So these are the results. There are 9 advertisements, and these are the snapshots from the pack shots. And this is the emblem, of course, of the logo. And let's quickly check the logos from the advertisements. And let me show you. This is not seen at all. This is not seen at all. This is not seen at all. And Turkcell changed, and this is a huge GSM company, changed the location of the emblem in the advertisements and move it to the on top of the logo. And check and see if the emblem is on the right hand side. There is enough focus of audiences. Check Turkish Airlines. There is enough focus on the right hand side. And check Timberland. If it's on the right hand side of the logo, then the people focus on the emblem along with the logo. But even better, if the logo is on top of the writing, there is more extensive and more focus on the name of the company and the emblem itself. Check and see if there's a writing and there's another writing there, and then the logo is on top of the all writings. Check Toyota. There's the slogan, there's the motto, there's Toyota, and you get enough focus on the emblem itself. So the thing is, before I conclude, I would say is, after we publish the results in Turkey, the companies that we work with especially started to move their logos and their emblems, and they started to change the way the pack shots are prepared. Pack shots are the shots or the scenes that the story and the brand identification is being crystallized. If you can't really create an attractive pack shot, the attractive story doesn't mean too much. So you have to really show people whatever your logo is with your attractive emblem, because the emblem moves the limbic brain of people. However, the writing of the logo only moves the frontal cortex. In order to, as I mentioned before, in order to create a bond, emotional bond with your customers and your target market, you have to move the limbic area of the brain. Thank you very much.